take a beat.
Mm-hmm.
Really, what am I feeling when I'm looking at this list? Like, am I getting really excited about this? Girl, that's probably not a priority. That's probably something that you really want to do.
That new business
That,
idea.
that new business idea.
Hey, multi-passionate entrepreneurs, we're back. I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Aymanie.
And so, last episode we were talking about limiting beliefs and things like that. And it stirred up a lot of questions for people. And so we wanted to share some of the questions that we got
Mm-hmm.
in our DM. So if you have questions, entrepreneur-related questions, wellness, just general questions, make sure you either put them in the comments
Mm-hmm.
on social media, put them
Or
in the
DM
DM or
us.
DM us. Yeah. So we're going to answer a couple of those questions today.
We ready?
We ready? We ready?
You ready?
I'm ready. You ready?
I'm ready.
All
You
right.
ready?
So one of the questions that we got was, when you're multi-passionate, how do you decide what not to pursue?
That's easy. You pursue it all. No.
Said the
Yeah.
multi-passionate.
Right?
I've done, yeah.
No judgment.
No judgment.
No.
This is a safe space.
Safe space. Absolutely. We all get it. We all get it. Yes.
But I do realize, like, we're inclined to want to do everything,
Yeah.
but it's not always wise
Wise.
or the best thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Um, So for me, ideally, it's being able to have the businesses that are working at the same time work together in some way, but truly work together. Like they're ideally in the same industry or they're like very tightly tangential to the business, so that you're not working as a CEO in 5 separate industries.
Exactly.
So that's for me
Mm-hmm.
how I can decide whether it makes sense to pursue something.
Mm.
Because I can
Mm-hmm.
decide, oh, I want to be uh, a soda distributor, but
Mm-hmm.
that's not really going to support a
Exactly.
wellness business
Exactly.
um, unless I had maybe, a gym,
Mm-hmm.
and it could make sense in that capacity. So it depends on what
Mm-hmm.
your business is and how closely related the other business might be.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't mean I can't become a soda distributor,
Exactly.
but
Yeah.
just not right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is so key, how tightly it is connected. And also what does the demand look like? So for
Mm,
example, perhaps you want to get into like vending machines, something that doesn't require a whole lot of effort. It's like,
mm,
I feel like you can make that work. So like if you have a gym, yeah, vending machine is not going to take a whole lot more time
mhm.
away from you to manage that. Or you can put people in place to keep that, functioning, keep the vending machine loaded and things of that nature. But I think it just has to make sense.
It
It
has
has
to
to
make
make
sense.
sense. That's it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you're mapping out your businesses or your main business, see if there is room or space,
If there's a link.
a link at all.
Mhm.
And like Amani said, if there is a physical
Yes.
location, it can make sense to have that
Exactly.
more
Exactly.
passive income
Mhm.
with
Absolutely.
very little management and like,
Mhm.
you can bring someone in to change the vending machine out,
Yeah,
collect
it
the
doesn't have to
money
be you,
if you don't can't do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's what our recommendation would be.
I would say that is it. For
Yeah.
sure. For
Mhm.
sure.
I mean, even I think a lot of it too is taking your main business, putting all of your energy into that, and getting to the point where you can run it and not be the sole person running it. So when you
Exactly.
are able to outsource, able to hire,
Yes.
then you can give energy to maybe the other businesses that
Mhm.
aren't as tightly connected to the main business.
Mhm.
But in the
Yeah.
beginning, yeah,
Yeah, because
keep it tight.
otherwise, yeah, if otherwise you're going to be kind of like spending time in all these different areas and you're not going to be moving forward.
Hmm.
So I think that's key. I think it's
Yeah.
key, really. That main one,
That-
let that get majority of your energy. The other ideas that you have, see if you can infuse them into the overall, right?
mhm.
Yeah,
But be sure to keep your balance, though. That's the main thing. And as a multi-passionates, we
absolutely.
get it. We want to put, if you have the idea, you're ready to go, go, go. But pace yourself and know that
Yes.
the idea is not going to go away. You can
It's
still come
not.
back to it, but just
You don't
focus
burn
on
out.
yeah, don't no burnout here.
Yeah, no,
No
don't burn
burnout
out.
here.
Don't
No.
burn out.
Yeah. So
I
that's
think
a good
that's a good
question.
one.
That's a good question.
Yes.
Another question was, what systems did you build in your first year to protect your wellness while chasing growth?
Mm. Well, I believe we kind of talked a little bit about this in previous episodes, but I that was not something that I was focused on when
Mm,
I first started. It's
yeah.
like I was focused on just starting. I had this idea that I just wanted to birth. And so I did not put much energy into I was not consciously thinking about wellness and
Right.
having balance and the importance of it. It wasn't until I was in the thick of it, like now I'm thinking about wellness.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking about how can I ensure that I'm being fed in ways that do not necessarily equate to, a paycheck, a dollar bill, or where I'm earning something from that. Where it's no, it's about me making sure that I'm eating well, making sure that I'm exercising, making
Yeah.
sure that I'm, indulging in some of the other hobbies that, bring me joy. So I did not have systems back then. Now, if I had to kind of like rethink that, what systems would I say would be very instrumental to ensure that I had balance? I want to say my system would essentially be really defining my roadmap that I wanted an individual to follow, create automations into those systems
Mm,
so that it was not going to be a whole lot of hand holding.
mm.
Like for
Okay.
me, like where
Okay.
I don't have to do everything.
Right.
Like
I
that
see.
for me, that's the system. For me,
Yeah. Yeah.
let me get something where I can automate,
Mhm.
animate. I said animate. Did I say that
Animate, automate.
before?
No, you said automate.
I did because I felt like I said
You
animate.
said automate.
So for me, I would say automate. Like I would have had,
Yeah.
that online booking system in
Mm,
place. I would have had my emails go out just to thank
yeah.
my customers. I would have had, I would have had a lot of things like that in
Yeah.
place. And where I could not, um, like put a system in place, like where it's working on its own, I would have
Mhm.
looked to outsource.
Yeah. I agree with you. Like I wasn't thinking about wellness at that time.
Mm-hmm.
For me, systems are helpful. I think for me it's the shifting of priorities,
Mm.
and so the business is a focus, but placing wellness above that. So
Mm.
ensuring that there is time for all of that in the
Mm-hmm.
day. So it comes before everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Mm-hmm.
was like a process or an approach change.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. Like systems definitely
Yes.
help you regain the time
The
to be able to put
time.
in the
Mhm.
activities and literally scheduling family time and
Exactly.
scheduling in gym,
Mhm.
spas,
Mhm.
massages, things like that.
Absolutely.
And make them non-negotiables. So
Yes.
I would say prioritize your wellness and whatever
Mhm.
wellness looks like for you,
Mhm.
and ensure that you are making that a non-negotiable every single day
Yes, I agree
before
with
you
that.
tend to your business.
I agree with that. I
Because
agree with that.
if you're well, if you're whole, if you're being fed
Mhm.
in the different ways, your business will
It will
operate better. It'll
thrive.
thrive. Yeah.
It will.
Yeah.
But that's a good I like your approach to that because that is something I would also double down on
Yeah.
is and that's something that doesn't require a lot of time.
Or
It
money.
doesn't or no money
No
is
money.
required. That's something
Yeah.
that you can immediately just put it in your calendar. This is what I'm going to do. And once you have that in place,
Mhm.
developing other systems that could be useful because then it would allow you to create more space, more opportunities to do a little bit more.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that approach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
one.
a good one.
That's a
Multi-
good one.
the mindset, the passionate mindset, I
I
guess.
love that
That's our
one.
shift.
That's it. That's it. I love that. I love that.
All right. So now, the other question we had was, when everything feels urgent, how do you prioritize strategically instead of emotionally?
Oh, okay.
That's that's
Mm.
an interesting one.
Hmm.
I mean, I think when you think about it, everything's going to feel urgent because the business is important to you, but you have to take a step back and be like, how truly important is it? Will the business not move forward if I do this thing or not do this thing?
Mhm.
So, of the 10 tasks that you have, see how many of those need to be done, that they actually help you produce income, move the business
Mhm.
ahead a little bit. Those are the more urgent tasks to
Yes.
take care of. And then
Mhm.
the other things you do when you can, maybe the next day, or those could be things you delegate to someone else to do.
I like that. I like that.
Mhm.
And I think that sometimes I feel like a person immediately when you realize that, oh my gosh, I have to make a decision. Everything seems like it's important. First thing to do is really pause
Mhm.
and really self assess
Yes.
because your body is going to tell you if you are acting emotionally or
Yeah.
not, right?
Mhm.
So once you kind of get that in check and then, like approaching it from like you said, right? What is going to move that? I feel like that's going to add another layer of clarity. You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
So because we oftentimes will no, it will move the business, but would it really though? Like, because if I'm emotionally charged up and I'm thinking, no, but this really needs to be done,
Yeah.
it may not be that's my reality, right?
Mhm.
My perception, but it may not be true.
Exactly.
Right? You know
You're
what I
right.
mean? So I think that adding in that element could be helpful as well, just to kind of like take a beat.
Mhm.
Really, what am I feeling when I'm looking at this list? Like, am I getting really excited about this? Girl, that's probably not a priority. That's probably something that you really want to do.
That new business
That
idea.
that new business idea. It's like, wait a minute. And then it's probably a thing you're like, oh, just cringing and you don't want to do.
Yeah.
You like, that's probably the thing you might need to do first.
All the
You
time.
know, like,
Almost all the time.
yeah, honestly. So I feel like our emotions can really play some tricks on us. So it's important for us to keep that in, keep
Yeah.
that in mind as well.
Yeah. Take a beat
Yeah, take a beat. Take a
and
beat.
evaluate.
Yes, yes, evaluate.
Yeah.
How do I feel?
And not everything needs an immediate response.
Yes, that part.
Whether it's an email, whether it's a text message, some things can actually wait. You
They
might want to
can.
respond right away because you
Can.
feel that it's really important. But again, it is an emotional reaction
Yes.
response to what you're reading, but it
Yes.
doesn't need to be answered right away. And the
No.
person on the other end can wait.
They can. They
Unless it's
can.
pressing for your business or your
Absolutely.
livelihood or your well-being, it can
Exactly. It
wait.
can
It
wait.
can wait.
It can
It can
wait.
wait.
Yeah, it can wait because you're probably responding out of fear, is scared, or there's some type of emotions that's tied to it. Jervis would always tell me, Aymanie, just sleep on it. And then I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm glad I slept on it.
hmm
I'm
Because
glad
we
I
know the
slept on
ideas
it.
come to us in the bathroom,
Yes.
overnight.
Overnight. Overnight. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Think we have one more question?
We have time for one more, or
Yes.
maybe two.
Or
We'll
maybe two.
see.
Yeah. Um, huh. So this I say the last question is what's one mistake you made in your first year that you'd strongly advise new entrepreneurs to avoid, especially around identity, energy, and overcommitment?
Mm.
Interesting question.
What's your
I think it
take?
kind of ties into what we just said. I think we're so excited in the beginning. You're in the business, you want to be all things,
Hmm.
but I think avoid that. I think avoid that you can't be available for everyone all the time. So it's just guarding your time. In other words, guard your time. Ensure that you are taking care of yourself, your business, your communications that need to go out are supporting your lifestyle, your business, instead of always being available. Like you can't always be available as much as you would like to be, or be as available as much as you should be to keep things moving. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
It did because I was gonna say, I
Oh,
think that's I agree.
okay.
I feel like because that allows you to I feel like there's so much power in time. Time, I feel as though we don't get more of it. I
Right.
mean, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
right?
Time's
Yeah, yeah,
limited
it is a
in
limit.
a
It's a
lifetime.
limit in a lifetime, right? And I feel as though how you use your time,
Mhm.
it will make a huge difference
Sure.
whether or not you're going further into what it is that you're wanting to achieve
Mhm.
or moving further away from it.
Yeah.
And it's always, right? But I think that what helps with managing that is really having clarity in terms of what it is that you truly want and
Yeah.
taking time to really analyze that, spending time doing that. In addition to the things that you were saying, because for me, that really hits home because I feel like time guards your time.
Mm.
I think that one other thing that I would incorporate in that would be spend time with spend time with yourself.
Mhm.
Self-development, self just meditation, just self.
Yeah.
so that you can gain more clarity. Because as you are evolving, you're going through your various iterations of yourself throughout life,
Yeah.
different businesses, things you pick up, put down, you are evolving, right? And it's so easy to look outside of us and compare ourselves, our businesses to
Yeah.
other people, what they're doing, that you lose sight of what really rings true to you.
So
And you
true.
start to pick up other people's stuff that does not it's not even yours, right?
Yeah.
And then it gets cloudy, your judgment gets cloudy. And so I would say really making sure that as a person's on this journey that you're coming first.
Yeah.
And it kind of feeds into what we just talked
It
about,
does. Yeah.
it's like making sure that you come first so that you
Mhm.
always have that clarity, so that your direction, your path is made clear.
Yeah. And when you were saying that, just that clarity allows you to navigate entrepreneurship, and being able to handle the times when you're going to be met with criticism,
Adversities.
constructive criticism, adversities, whatever it is. So as long as you are clear on your purpose and your business, you can take what you need to take and let the
Absolutely.
rest of it go so it doesn't derail you. So yeah, clarity for sure.
Clarity.
And
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Oh, wow.
it's so important.
It
It's so
is.
important. All right, it's full of question time.
You ready?
Yes.
Ah!
I'm taking your job. Usually you grab the
I
bowl.
do. She's just taking my job, y'all.
Mhm.
Am I about to be outsourced? Like, is my job safe? I don't know.
Be safe. Be safe.
Are y'all ready?
All right. Question of the week is, what's your guilty pleasure TV show or movie that you'll defend forever? Mm.
What is my favorite that I
What
will
is
defend forever?
what's your guilty pleasure TV show or
Guilty pleasure.
movie that you'll defend forever?
Oh my gosh. Why am I so indecisive when it comes to these questions? I mean, you gotta choose one. I would probably say my guilty. Hmm. I change so
Do you?
much. I do. It's challenging for me because I change a lot. Like I'll watch one. Like Snowfall was my jam.
I've never watched a
Snowfall.
Snowfall. What's that about? Well, I'll
Oh
find it.
my
I'll look it up.
God.
Snowfall.
If you know, you know. That was my jam.
Really? All right.
Oh. So I do have one. It was that.
Snowfall. All right.
Mhm.
That's on my list
Yep.
now.
Mhm.
Is it on Netflix?
It was on Prime.
On Prime.
No, it was on Hulu. So I'm not
Hulu.
sure if you can still
Snowfall.
that a
Noted.
series.
Oh, okay. All
Mhm.
right.
I got a little side of me, y'all, clearly.
For
What about you?
me, not so much guilty pleasure, but a movie
Okay.
that I would probably always watch would be Love Jones.
Love Jones.
Love
Oh
Jones.
my gosh. Oh.
Mhm.
So for those who have watched Snowfall, those who have watched Love you're going to see how it's like two completely opposite ends of the spectrum.
Really?
Girl, yes. It's a
Okay.
little bit of a little ratchet in it, a little drug dealing.
Oh my, well,
That's so
I'm here for
funny.
it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I love it. I can see that for you.
I just,
Don't say you can see drug dealing for me
no.
though. Don't let you follow up with that. Mm,
So what other questions do you have? These are having great questions.
yes.
Absolutely. I'm happy that people submitted questions.
Same, same.
So
This is awesome.
yeah. So in the comments, post your questions. Come over to Patreon, the community over there. You can ask the questions there. If you want to ask them in a more closed setting, that's
Yes.
fine as well. That's patreon.com/Harmony Hustle Pod. And of course, there you will be notified first when we have our tickets available for the London trip we're going to have in June. Can't wait. So many great experiences, food, culinary, cultural. I just had food and culinary, the same thing, but food,
We could say more food and food and
food, food,
food.
food, and more
Food,
food,
more food.
cultural, and just community. So,
Yes, which is amazing.
yeah, so we're so excited. So, we want
Good.
to see you there. So, make sure you head over to Patreon and on this channel, subscribe,
Yes, absolutely. We want
notifications on.
and because we want y'all to be a part of this journey
Yes,
that we are on, and we want to be a part of your journey as well. So
yes. See you next
See
time.
you next time.